Hi, I'm Zachary, Cowan, the author of the Study Daily books, and thanks for joining me for a look at Doctrine and Covenants section 29. This is going to be part 1 of 4, so lots of different parts coming. We're going to do short little ones. Section 29 is one of the most incredible sections in the Doctrine and Covenants for teaching doctrine, for helping us understand the sequencing of things that are going to come, like in the second coming and in the millennium and in resurrection, things like that. So it starts with one of the great doctrines, the gathering of Israel, which President Nelson has been emphasizing. Like, this is one of the things we do. So the first 13 verses are some of the best on the gathering of Israel. For instance, it's going to look, as you read these verses, look for this. What do these verses teach us about Jesus Christ, who is at the head of the gathering? What are the reasons why he asks us to gather? Who does he ask us to gather? How is he asking us to gather? And why does he ask us to gather people? How does that prevent them or help them before the destruction of the second coming and prepare them for judgment, millennium, and resurrection, and all those other things? So go ahead, stop your video, and go search verses 1 through 13 and learn some great truths about this wonderful gathering. Hi, welcome back, and I hope you had a great study. Some of the things that I hope you notice is just that Jesus Christ is at the head of the gathering. He's the one asking it. Well, what is he asking us to gather to? He wants us to gather to him. And then as the promise is, as we gather to him, he'll protect us like a hen. His arm of mercy will be extended. He will forgive us of our sins. When we gather to Jesus Christ, good things, kind things happen in our lives. Protective power happens in our lives. Judgment is lessened in our lives. Forgiveness is granted. We become then, as we gather to Christ, a person who reaches out and seeks for others to have that. Those are incredible truths. Anybody who comes to Christ, he then expects to turn around to gather. And we know that gathering is not just what we do here, but it's also we can do it for the dead. We offer them opportunities to receive those same powers and gathering. Well, who is it we gather? Verse 7, we gather the elect. Now, we're not called to push them and force them to come. Instead, when we say gathering, it's an invitation. We invite people on both sides of the veil to come to Jesus Christ and receive their saving ordinances. How do we know if they're elect or not? Well, that's verse 7. What are the conditions in which an elect person does? Check this out. So this is section 29, verse 7. And you're called to bring to pass the gathering of my elect. Behold, my elect, hear my voice, and harden not their hearts. Well, how do you determine that? You teach and you invite. And if they harden their heart, at that time, they're not elect. So you try again later. But that is it. We are only to gather the elect. And we bring them together, and it helps prepare us and to prepare them. In what ways has gathering together with the saints helped gather you to Jesus Christ? In what ways has you going out and inviting others to come and gather reminded you of how good it is to be gathered to Jesus Christ and his promises and his blessing? Have you felt the wings of his protection, his arms of mercy, his love and his forgiveness this week? He wants us to gather to him and to receive these things, not just once or twice, but daily and weekly, and he promises them. Hey, thanks for studying. We'll see you next time.